voting for?
Donald Trump.
I don't know anyone that's doing it.
I don't even know what's happening. I don't either. I have no idea what's going on.
Really? Even with all the posters around school? No?
What does Stuco even do?
Who are you voting for student council president?
I haven't been paying attention, so I don't know.
You know, it low-key just bring out a lot of energy, a lot of positive energy. Everyone's really excited for it. You know, and I just like seeing how excited everyone is for it. So you know, that's how it affects me.
And they come up with all these like dress-up days. Those are really fun. I enjoy that.
Yeah.
Really, it was really well organized, if I'm being honest.
Will you be voting based off of who you know in the student council, or just what you're hearing, or do you actually take into account all the posters around the school?
I do take account all the posters and all the people that are going to be voted, all of them.
Yeah.
But I am also like voting for my friends. But it happens to be that my friends are awesome people.
Well, first off, I gotta find out what Stuco is and who's running, and then I gotta. Well, no, I already know what Stuco is. I just gotta find out who's running. I gotta find.
I don't know how many people are voting for her, but I know that I'm gonna vote for her. So
That's good.
Who is this person you're voting for?
Nick,
none of your
get out of here.
business.
Do you think popularity, effective marketing?
Oh yeah.
Or
Oh yeah.
what do you think actually affects the voting process?
I'm saying popularity in all honesty, but mainly just popularity. But that's mainly it.
Long-standing LP tradition to recognize excellence in our core values: character, leadership, academic achievement, school involvement, and service to community.
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
So, how are you actually involved with Stuco?
My name is Cameron Edmond. I'm a senior.
How are you involved with student council?
Kind of there to set things up and make things more popular, I guess.
How do you think they actually play a role in the everyday school life of kids here?
Oh, they're really involved, I'd say. They care, which is good, and they just want to make things better for students everywhere.
What's the part opposite of and cut?
Action.
Action. Okay.
Action.
3. Is it filming? Action.
In your experience here at LP, how would you say student council and its elected students, how do you think they actually impact or affect everyday student life here?
So, I think like student council, I don't feel like their role is influential as much as the staff team or the teachers.
How do you think they've done this year?
They've done, I don't know, I don't really pay attention, but seeing from homecoming and snowball, it was pretty good. I think the student council posters are a bit pushy. They do have good information on them though, but if they weren't everywhere in my face, every corner, nook and cranny I walked in.
So it's basically just putting up posters and making sure people, like trying to get people's votes. It's, you know.
How do you think student council did with these past dances and this 2023 year at LP?
So I think, obviously, I think it's important to state that it's very difficult trying to plan things, and I think they did a really good job. It's a learning curve, so every dance has been getting better. I don't think it started all too well, but it's been getting better.
Do you think most kids actually consider what the people running are offering or talking about, or do you think it's based off of popularity?
So I know for Elise, it's important for her that people know like her qualities and what she's trying to get across. But I do think that popularity is an aspect of it, of course, because yeah, that's just how it works at school sometimes.
Yeah.
So yeah, popularity is gonna be in play, but it's important to get across what you want to get across.
Do you think popularity plays a role in who actually gets elected for student council?
Yeah, obviously.
Do you feel represented through Stuco, or is it just up to the kids in it?
Kind of, yeah. They try to bring awareness to certain things, try to get as many students as they can involved, but again, there's so many kids here, you really can't focus on every single one. So in the end, there are still kids left in the dark. Other than that, they are trying their best.
My name is Lily Poteet, and I am a junior. If you want to run for Stuco, you have to fill out an application form, which includes some teacher recommendations that you have to fill out. Your teachers kind of fill it out based on a rubric, and then you also have to state kind of like why you want to be in student council via an interview that is done by the executive board of the previous year. So after doing that interview, then you have the popular vote, which is then the student body voting on your candidacy and just like them deciding who they want to be in the cabinet. So yeah.
A lot of the choices don't really affect us per se. They moreover affect the teachers and like what happens throughout the school.
Do you think you feel involved with the entire process, or like?
I don't think I feel involved in a sense because I'm a freshman.
Nathan. Vote for Nathan.
And a hacker.
Nathan.
So you say Nathan.
Yup.
Which brings me to my next question. What makes you vote for Nathan? Or for anyone?
Because all my friends are.
So you would say that
Peer pressure.
Being peer pressured, yeah.
popularity plays a factor in it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
May think that it's a popularity contest, or that it's mainly driven by popularity.
It's really not. We do a lot of things like precautions beforehand to make sure that student council is not a popularity contest. We actually changed the election process this year. Previously, we did have student council kind of be voted on a combination of teacher vote, interviews, and popular vote. We want to make sure that popular vote is sustained throughout this new election process, since people were kind of complaining that they felt like because of the combined component of averaging all those amounts out wasn't really letting LP students have a true voice. So we changed that this year, so popular vote is the ultimate decider, which could contribute to some kind of gray areas about it being a popularity contest. But in order to not make it a popularity contest, we do have teacher recommendations completed before, and they have to get a certain amount of points scored on that in order to even be considered for student council. I think if you make your candidacy well known and you make your beliefs and what you're striving for well known, then yes, you're going to reach more people. But I don't think a sense of popularity before the elections needs to be established. Like, I genuinely believe that anyone can run for student council and ultimately win if their aspirations are made clear and they just can communicate with people effectively, because with your ease of communication to other students in the student body, then you know more people and know their desires for what student council can look like, and therefore establish a basis of support.
Do you think that Stuco has done a good job this year in the last 2 years you guys have been here?
I never know about the elections until it's like the week of. I don't even know.
Would you say that Stuco has power, or do you think it's mostly just up to the adults in charge?
I have no idea.
The adults.
Sure.
The adults 100%.
Sure.
Do you feel represented through Stuco, or?
I don't know.
Do you think your vote mattered the student council election?
Absolutely not. No. It's isn't it up to Ms. Coates? Can't she just veto it if she wants to?
You actually have a say in what Stuco decides?
Oh, absolutely not.
Oh yeah, no.
Would you say that their Instagram and their social media stuff, do you think that actually reflects life here at LP, or is it?
I have no idea.
Not really.
I think we could definitely do a better job, and that's something I would definitely want to work into my presidency if I were to get elected, is to integrate more student voice, as that's the foundation of which our school is built upon. I think we do that now pretty okay.
Student council does assemblies that suck most of the time, and that's it. They also did homecoming, which also kind of sucked, but there's room for improvement.
Who are you voting for right now, Kais?
Nathan Unks.
Why?
We all win with Nathan. My voting. I can't sign into my Google.
These guys still don't know what's happening.
I'm gonna pick a random person. Yeah.
Aaron Weeks.
Who are you voting for and why?
No one.
Oh,
Yeah.
boring. Do you think Stuco elections are influenced by popularity?
Yes, because if people don't know the person, they're not going to vote for them.
She didn't vote Nathan Uggs, she's dying.
No, I didn't vote.
You do not vote Nathan Uggs. That is not a threat, it's God.
He's rich, that's it. He does not have a plan.
Oh, you should see the veins in his arms. It is awesome. Dude, I'm just voting for whoever I like. They have some power. I don't feel like my opinion's ever voiced. I mean, I don't ever hear about them, except during elections and like during the prom assembly. That was like it.
What has Stuco done? Stuco? What have they done?
What role would you say Stuco actually plays in the everyday life of students at Lewis Palmer?
I would say it actually impacts you a lot more than you might think. Student Council does do a lot of advocating for the student body and what they desire. So when planning those dances and those spirit weeks, like that is completely Student Council, and we want to take the opinions of students and implement them into the decisions regarding those spirit weeks.
Would you say you feel represented through Stuco?
They haven't really done anything special. Like, what have they done?
She's right. They don't do anything.
They might have done something for the dress code, and their assemblies are really boring, and that might just be the freshmen not being able to participate. Because let's be so for real right now, they don't do anything. They just sit there like, freshman L.
Trinity,
What?
what do you think about Stuco?
Who?
Huh? Okay.
Yeah, they don't really have power. No, I don't think so. I wouldn't imagine they would.
There are definitely guidelines regarding what we can and can't do as a student body, and that definitely needs to be established at the beginning of the year and sustained. So admin does have the ultimate kind of like, I don't want to say overarching control, but they do definitely have triumph in those situations, as they can veto some things that we bring up. We do have to come up with a proposal that is written and kind of presented to admin at an admin meeting, and therefore can be approved or denied based on questions that they have or just like things that come up that they don't want to occur.
Is this a dramatic? This is a Stuco sponsor. Oh wait,
Miss Coates.
My fault. I didn't even know she was the sponsor.
If you could say something to the kids in Stuco, what would you say?
Probably spend less time on like dances and more time on fixing school problems. There are people who are like struggling in this school. Dancing in the rain, they took so long to come up with that, and they should have been paying attention to the people trying to launch themselves off the balcony. I feel like we should create clubs, help these people out, make people feel welcome, because, people have friend groups, but there's really no way to find people who have the same interests as you. And I feel like that's where people get sad, because they're like, dang, no one's interested in what I do, so it must not be important.
Student Council would really like to combine with sources of strength and thus kind of create a collective entity, providing that positive well-being for LPHS and making sure that every student is cared for, just because that is the most important thing when going through our high school career. I really want to promote mental health advocacy, and I genuinely care about the students and making sure that everyone is cared for, not only physically but also mentally, and making sure that that is put at priority when making decisions that impact the entirety of the student body via events or just kind of sustaining the culture of LPHS. I want to sustain the importance of student voice and make sure that you, as members of the student body, know that your voice is heard and that it is taken into great account.
Choose better themes for your dances.
Make better spirit days.
If you could say one thing to Student Council, what would you say?
Rapping them, stacking them, crapping them, lapping them, then I got no tapping them, papping them pockets.
Still kids left in the dark. Other than that, they are trying their best.
Isn't it up to Miss Coates?
Make better spirit days, please.
We need like Chick-fil-A. PR gets Chick-fil-A. Why can't we? We're better than PR.
For sure. Agreed.
We are better than PR.
You got that thing on, no, packing, but stop playing with me. Don't come at me. Trying to get a fit into me. Got fit in me.
Make a couple clubs.
I don't feel like my opinion's ever voiced.
Make people feel welcome.
Ranger, 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 Ranger,